Hello everyone, welcome back to Chemical Engineering and Aspen channel. In our today's video, we will simulate Kettle Reboiler and we will do the simulation in Aspen Exchanger Design and Rating. If you remember, this software Aspen Exchanger Design and Rating has three features, actually four. Number one is the design, then rating, simulation, and then find fouling. So accordingly, we will use its option number three, which is the simulation option to perform the kettle reboiler activity in our today's part. So we are given the example and in the same pattern as that of the previous examples, we are given the data of mass flow rate for cold stream, which is 34.7222. Instead of temperature, we are given the mass vapor fraction of 1 for hot stream at inlet and at outlet it is 0.02. For cold stream, the inlet mass vapor fraction is 0, while that of the outlet is 0.9. The inlet pressure for the hot stream is 4.6 bar with the outlet pressure 4.54 bar with a pressure drop of 0.26 bar. For cold stream, the inlet pressure is 5.2 bar, the outlet pressure is 4.8 bar with the pressure drop of 0.5 bar. And the fouling resistance for hot stream is 9 into 10 to the power minus 5, while that of the cold stream is 0.0001 square meter Kelvin per watt. And we are given the stream properties information that the hot stream is a steam, the mode is condensation, normal flow rate, and I will represent it once we will go to the Aspen Exchanger Design and Rating, and we have to use BJAC model for defining this. And for cold stream, it is N-hexane, which is vaporization, kettle, and outlet temperature are the specifications, and COM thermo will be used for it. For exchanger, TEMA type is AKU. For the kettle reboiler, the location of hot fluid will obviously be in tube side. The tube OD and pitch are given as 25.4 and 31.75 millimeter respectively. The shell ID and OD are 880 and 904 millimeter respectively. The tube length is 4800 millimeter, while that of the number of tubes and passes are 586 and 2 respectively. So there are other specifications as well, but we will do it directly in Aspen Exchanger Design and Rating. So after seeing this problem statement, let's quickly move to the Aspen Exchanger Design and Rating EDR and solve it or simulate it. But before going to the software, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon to get all updates related to this channel. So I have placed all the required data beforehand for you to understand it how we will use it. First thing is to check it as simulation from here, or you can come here and change the calculation type from design to simulation. It is by default. And obviously the important part is that you have to select the shell and tube type. Now the TEMA type is A, which is channel and removable cover, K, which is the reboiler, which is kettle, and U is the U-tube bundle. The tube layout pattern will be a new layout. Location of hot fluid is tube side. The tube OD is 25.4 and 31.75 millimeter is the pitch. Baffle type is unbaffled. The default heat exchanger material is carbon steel. For shell ID and OD, which are given as 880 millimeter and 904 millimeter respectively. The tube length is 4800 millimeter. The number of tubes are 586, while the number of passes are 2. Going to the process, we have already defined the values. The mass flow rate of cold side is 34.7222. The inlet pressure is 4.6 bar with the outlet pressure 4.54 bar. The inlet pressure of cold side is 5.2 with outlet pressure as 4.8 bar. The inlet mass fraction is 1 and outlet is 0.02 for hot side, while that of 0 and 0.9 for the cold side respectively. The allowable pressure drop is 0.26 and 0.5 bar for hot and cold sides respectively. And the fouling resistance is 9 into 10 to the power minus 5 and 0.0001 square meter Kelvin per watt for hot and cold sides respectively. Now going to this problem definition in application options, this is simulation tube side SI mode. Now I was talking about this one that we usually choose program or gas no phase change or liquid no phase change. But now we have selected the condensation, condenser type is normal, and the calculation mode is flow rate. While that of the cold side, it is vaporization. There are different options, but since we are using the Kettle Reboiler, so we will use as kettle and outlet temperature is the simulation calculation. The process data is already defined, as you can see. In property data, in composition, we have selected the BJAC, and if I take you to this here, we select the search data bank, and then we will type the stream here. We will add it, and then we will click on this OK and stream it, add it. The property method is ideal, and the calculation type is integral, two modes, integral or differential. Then going to this composition for cold side, we will select the COM thermo method, and in the same way, searching the data bank of COM thermo, selecting N hexane, which is you can see present over here, add it, and then clicking on OK. And the property method for this will be obviously the Peng Robinson, because it is a hydrocarbon system. So this is how it will be specified. Going to the exchanger geometry, because in simulation we have to define the exchanger geometry by ourselves. So in geometry summary, this is already defined in the console. As you can see, this is already defined as well. The AKU, the shell ID, OD are given. Covers, tube sheet, and flanges information are by default. If you want to change something, you can change it over here. Then the tube specification are already given, and these values are already given in console or specified in console. Going to the baffle, again, these are the same parameters. However, you can choose the number of deresonating baffles as one. This is the information which is given over here. Then the bundle layout, the two passes are involved, and these are by default the informations which are given to us. And in nozzles, obviously this you have to specify here, that for nozzle, inlet, liquid, and vapor outlet, we have selected ASME 12-inch, ASME 8-inch, and ASME 16-inch sizes. Similarly, in tube side nozzles, ASME 14 at inlet and ASME 6 at outlet. Again, these are the given values, so I'm solving a real-time example over here. And similarly, you can specify the values over here. Similarly, if you come to the construction specifications, by default material of selection is carbon steel. If you have different material of selection, you can choose it over here. And in design specifications, the design temperatures are 150 degrees centigrade for hot side and 150 degrees centigrade for cold side, and rest of the values are by default. Again, if you have to specify some different values, you can select it accordingly. After specifying all of the required information, we will click on this run button to get our required answer. This is by default selected, and by default the final solution which has been presented to you. And we have been given that the consolidated process conditions for stream 1 prior to main calculation give a heat load of this, and accordingly for the other stream as well. All of these are okay. There are no warnings available in the system. Going to this optimization path, we have been given the values, because there will be only one case obviously which we have specified over here. So this is different from design, that in design it has evaluated different design, but in simulation you are providing the data, and then it is providing you the simulation. In TEMA sheet you can see the all the information available here. And if you want to see the exchanger, how it is installed, going to this mechanical summary setting plan, and you can see how this is how the exchanger is looks like in the real time. And this is the tube sheet layout of this exchanger. And in cost, you can see the total cost of one shell and total cost of all shells, the labor cost, tube material cost, the front head cost, shell cost, total weight empty and total weight filled with water. All the information is given to you. So this is the overall overview of how you can simulate the Kettle Reboiler in Aspen Exchanger Design and Rating. I hope you have understood all the aspects of this lecture. If you have any queries, feedback, suggestion, please provide it in the comment box, and I would be happy to answer it. So that's it from today's lecture. Thank you so much. Please do watch, like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Also click on the bell icon to get all updates related to this channel. Till then, it's goodbye. Stay tuned for more exciting videos on this channel.